Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a different type of reading this time. This reading will be for the year of 2021. I decided to do something slightly different and do a pick a card. So if you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, please check it out. I hope it resonates. If it does, don't forget to share, like and subscribe. As I said, this will be a very different reading than my usual, but I decided to do pick a card and yeah, see how that goes. So you have a look, decide which pile resonates with you, and then hopefully I'll learn how to timestamp and I'll put the times in the comments in the description box below, so feel free to check that out. So pile 1 is the camel, so if that resonates with you. Pile 2 is the house in reverse. Pile 3 is the mountains, and pile 4 is the peacock. So yeah, take some time, figure out which one resonates with you, and I'll go through them one by one. And yeah, don't forget, share, like and subscribe. Okay, I'll see you shortly. Okay, so pile 1. I'll shuffle the tarot separately. We'll do the oracle after. So first thing you've got is the camel. So this here, sorry, I'm not even aiming it. It's very small. So this is the camel. The camel is also all about perseverance. And if you persevere, you will, be successful. It's about endurance and it's about being resilient. So that's the camel. Just be careful that, I guess, if you decide to go away on a journey, just, it could be long and difficult or even, not even travel wise, but more so things just may take a while. It may be like a long and difficult path to get where you want to go. So it is going to take, endurance and perseverance to do that. It can also be about excess baggage. Maybe there's excess baggage you need to get rid of. It may be a bumpy ride, all those things. Maybe you're carrying heavy loads on your shoulders. So that's what the little camel, I don't know if you can, it's very little. That's the little camel. So I'll put that here. So that was the charm. All right, we'll do some tarot and then I'll go through the oracle that we've got as well. So for pile 1, just pile 1 need to know for 2021. Pile 1. Okay, pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know? One more card. Pile 1. Okay. So the 4 cards you've got, Justice in reverse. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You've got the 3 of Swords. And you've also got the Hanged Man. So we'll start with these and then we'll go through the oracle. So Justice in reverse. So there might have been somebody that was very dishonest with you, or you could have been very dishonest with somebody, or they just didn't take accountability for whatever actions that, I guess, they didn't take accountability for their actions. Is pretty much what it is. But somebody was very dishonest. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is about you needing to break cycles. It looks like you still haven't because it's in reverse. So you're resisting the change. You're resisting moving on from somebody that was dishonest, it looks like. So yeah, you are struggling with that at the moment. And as I said, you've got the 3 of Swords. So you've been through that heartbreak. You went through depression. You've been betrayed, rejected, cheated on, all those things. It's a very, anything to do with emotional pain, you've been through it. But you're still resisting moving on. You've also got the Hanged Man. So this is all about letting go. So it looks like you don't want to break the cycles. You've been hurt, but you are going to let go. You are going to have a new perspective. So things are going to start getting better. Maybe you need to just surrender to the universe. You need to put out to the universe what it is you want and then, let it go to manifest. Kind of just be by yourself. That's what I see at the moment. Just kind of be by yourself and you know, work on you, work on maybe self-worth, self-love, all those things. I do want to do some of this deck as well, because this deck is not being used for any of them, and it's my favorite deck in the world, so I thought I'll do some of them as well. On the bottom of the deck, you've also got the Empress in reverse. So this is about depending on other people. So maybe something you need to work on, as I said over here, is you need to work on getting some self-love, self-worth, self-confidence, all those things, because if you need to work on you so that you don't depend on other people. You are seeking personal closure though. You are delaying getting something, or delaying putting it off, because you feel like, well, getting rid of this person, putting a stop to it, even if it's just energetically, because you feel like you are seeking personal closure. So you feel like you need that. But I was reading, well, actually I watched something the other day from one of my favorite card readers who said on there, if you get closure, what benefit is it really? Because you're going to end up more hurt than you already are. You know, like you're already hurt, you're already going through this loss and heartbreak and you know, whatever here. If someone turns around and says, yeah, I cheated with 10 other people, is that going to make you feel better by knowing that? Is that going to help you with your personal closure so you can go, okay, goodbye, see you, move on? Probably not. You're probably going to end up even more hurt. So just keep that in mind. And you've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So as I said, you're very indecisive, but I feel like you will eventually, in 2021 at some point, you will eventually let it go. Until that time, you're resisting and indecisive. So yeah, it is going to take though action, and it is going to take determination. It is going to take willpower for you to actually make a change. You might travel somewhere new. You might move away from this person, whatever this is, but you may move. You are feeling like you are stuck, but they're all self-imposed. You know, you need to kind of get rid of the negative thoughts, because none of that's going to help you. And as I said here, this card in reverse is all about self-respect, self-confidence, working on you, working on loving you. And as I said, it is going to take inner strength. You're going to doubt yourself. You might feel like you have low energy. You might be full of emotion at the moment as well, but you know, I guess that's worth knowing. That's how you're feeling. It's probably, you just need to work on you. I think oh my goodness, the whole thing is about you working on you. Like, you can't break the cycle and move on because maybe you're codependent, and also you've got low self-worth. So just keep that in mind. So maybe it's all about working on you for 2021 and breaking cycles so that you can move on and get something better. But we'll ask this deck as well, because this is my fave. Okay, tell me more for pile 1 for 2012. Not good. This card, look at these cards. I mean, I've trashed them. They're my favorite. Okay, tell me more for pile 1 for 2021. More for pile 1. Pile 1. Yeah, as I said, you are suffering in silence. We just had this card a minute ago. Oh no, with one of the other spreads, sorry. This is all about you feeling anxious and you're worrying, you've got fear, you're depressed, maybe even having nightmares, like you're having trouble sleeping because of what you've been through. Your mind's like constantly going. You're regretting what you've been through. You've regretted maybe either staying there, or you've regretted going through that where you've been hurt. I mean, nobody wants to be hurt. And as I said, you are going to move on from this emotional loss, but you know, I guess at the moment it's, you know, this is you moving on. As I said, you are going to move on. You might feel indecisive, but somewhere in the year you are going to move on. You know, this is about self-forgiveness, as I just finished talking about. It's about having hope again and getting through that emotional loss. You've got the Four of Wands, which is foundation and achievements. So this is about, you know, having a happy home and moving on and leaving the past behind. So as I said, I feel like you are going to move on, you are going to leave the past behind, and you will end up with a happy home. As I said, it is going to take you persevering, like the camel. You know, it's about endurance and getting through that. And you've got the crown chakra, so it's about trusting the wisdom of the universe and you know, all that sort of thing. You've also got, I mean, the crown chakra is, I mean, you can do things to, I guess, balance if you feel like you're out of alignment or all that sort of thing. But the crown chakra, it talks about, it's the receiver of light. It talks about, it's called the 1,000-petaled lotus, and it's all about your connection with the universe and you, I guess. You know, it's about the connection with wisdom and spiritual insight as well. So that's this card here. You know, so your crown chakra is where the messages get received from the universe. So, I mean, you can do things like meditation, you can do breath work, yoga, acupuncture, anything with color therapy. So the color for this one is violet, like this in the picture. So yeah, you know, it's all about the wisdom of the universe. So if you need to, you can tap into that. So I guess that's good to know. You are feeling trapped in fear, as I just finished saying. It's the same one with the swords. This one here. So you are feeling trapped, feeling like you're stuck, but they are self-imposed, so just be aware of that. And you are going to have a death, not a death, physical death, but like an ending. It means big changes, knowing it's time to move on. It's transition, rebirth, so work on you, as I said. And you will meet somebody new, it looks like. So there will be love coming. Trust your intuition, though, as well. So yeah, it's worth knowing. You might be a bit hesitant to open your heart, though. So just be aware of that. And as I said, you are at the moment you will be just be by yourself. You might do some introspection as well. So just be aware of that. And then you will break the cycle. And this is where you'll get a turning point. Life will start getting easier, better, good karma, you know, all that sort of thing. So as I said, it's going to start pretty crud, but it is going to get better. All right, so we'll start with the oracle as well. I'll just put them here. So the first one you've got is Jewel Within a Teardrop. I'll put them here and then we'll go through them. You've got If You Believe, Chocolate, Nourish Your Body and Soul. That looks pretty cool. Looks pretty yum. You've got Rest and Rejuvenation in reverse. Ground Yourself. Seven of Abundance in reverse. Water Elemental. Self-discipline. True Love. We just talked about love. Personal Transformation, which is what I was saying before. Do Not Fear the Unknown. I'm running out of room just here. Let Go of the Old in reverse. Deal Breakers. Physical Intimacy. Exclusive. Ooh. Being, Love, and Giving and Receiving. They're the two on the bottom. Okay. So we'll start with the Jewel Within a Teardrop. This card. So this is all about sadness. Oh, sorry. Jewel Within a Teardrop, oh my God. This is about appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So you're going to soon experience an emotional bond, possibly with somebody. It could either be like a person that's going to say they like you. It could be a family member, animal, you know, any of that kind of thing. It can also be at a very emotional time at the moment. I mean, I know everyone's going through this at the moment, but it could also be a very emotional time. So, you know, where maybe you were feeling very sad, but then things are going to get better. and you are going to feel like, you know, you're full of joy and you maybe got tears of joy. So, I mean, that's really good. It's about you appreciating life, love, friendships, you know, all of that. Also be very grateful for what you have in your life. But love is everywhere. I mean, it talks about, you know, embracing it, cherishing it, honoring it, you know, and bonds that you have with people may also grow stronger. So maybe at the moment that's important to know. But it's a very special, magical time. Make sure you savor each moment. It's all about being in tune with your innermost feelings and, you know, being in touch with your higher self as well, which is like the crown chakra. So, I mean, that's pretty accurate because you've got the crown chakra here. So that's what we just finished talking about. So it is being connected. You've got if you believe. Now, if you believe, you know, obviously things are going to get better if you believe. If you believe, that's with anything. I mean, you've got to believe in the universe or God or whoever you believe. You have faith in, and you've got to believe things are going to get better. You've got to believe that you will meet somebody amazing. Got to believe that you can break the cycle. It's all about persevering and enduring, but you've got to believe that you can do these things. So have faith in you, have faith in the universe. That's what that card there is all about. Knowing that you can believe. Then we have chocolate, which looks, as I said, very yummy. And that's all about nourishing your body and soul. Now, the color, which is brown, that's important because these cards are all about color, and this is all about grounding. It connects us to the earth, is brown, and that provides healthy boundaries. It encourages structure. It also, we talk about the shadow side, and it gives you access to the shadow side, the brown color, because that can then enable you to gain deeper insights and growth. Obviously, chocolate is good for, it's not bad. It provides nourishment and resilience, and so that's important to know. Nourish your body and soul with chocolate. So things that you can do is, maybe have a hot chocolate, or what does nourishment mean to you? How can you nourish and nurture yourself more? Maybe you need to take time for yourself, and do something you enjoy. Maybe do something creative. Write down 10 nourishing things that you can do in the next week for yourself. It's all that about loving yourself more, but also taking time for yourself. That's what that is. Then we have rest and rejuvenation. Now this is in reverse. So, I think you need to take some more time for you. I feel like there's probably, as I said, I don't feel like you're taking a lot of time for you. I mean, this chocolate card's all about taking time and doing things you enjoy. And I feel like you're not doing that. Like, life is so busy. You need to also take time to just be by yourself, doing things you enjoy. So yeah, I feel like maybe you need to do that. Schedule some leisure time for you and drink some chocolate, eat some chocolate, whatever that is for you. I guess also, if you're going through life and you're not taking time for you, your energy is in so many different things and it's all hustle and bustle and whatever. So yeah, it's very, very important to kind of make sure you do that. Make sure you have things on, in your list you have to do. Maybe look at things that, you could put off and do another time. They're not that important. So yeah, maybe just take some time, meditate, rest, relax, all that stuff. And also, as I said, maybe because you got chocolate, maybe just, I don't know, do something with chocolate. Not all the time, obviously, but, Then we've got ground yourself. So ground yourself. I mean, we're talking about brown and chocolate, and that's all about grounding. So this is the same. This is about grounding, and sometimes if we're, as I said, we're doing many things and we're feeling distracted and tired and irritated, that's because we're ungrounded. And yes, it's all about chocolate, but I mean, it just means, maybe you need to do some grounding, and card is saying the same thing. That helps you reconnect with whoever you believe, divine, you believe in, yeah. So yeah, it's definitely important because it helps you clear your head. It's, lets you step back so you can think clearly again, and But you do need to reconnect, you know, with the universe, and by grounding yourself, that helps with that. So spend time in nature. You know, go walk barefoot on some grass, or, you know, do some gardening, or whatever this is for you. Walk on the beach, whatever that is, whatever helps you. Maybe take some time to do that. Take some time to meditate. And you know, I feel like the last 3 cards have all been about working on you and meditating and spending time in nature and taking time for you. So I feel like that's really important for pile 1. You've also got the 7 of abundance, and that talks about having patience, or upright. It talks about having patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. It's a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. Use this time to rest and plan. And you got this in reverse. So, I mean, we'll take it as upright, but maybe you need to have more patience. Or that things will happen quickly if you know, it could mean things will happen quickly if you, I guess the quicker you clear this other past stuff out. You know, when you plant plants, things are not going to grow straight away. It doesn't work that way. You know, you plant your seeds, then you've got to water them, care for them, and things grow. I mean, at the moment, you obviously need to do some work on you. That's a very important message for you, pile 1. But, you know, you will eventually get the rewards for your hard work, but I feel like it's just going to take some time. So review your progress, decide what your next steps will be. As I said, take some time for you. But yeah, it's like things can happen quickly once you deal with that stuff. But in the meantime, you've got to have patience, and keep persisting. This card is all about persistence that pays dividends. It's like you will be successful, but as I said, like with the camel just here, you know, it is about perseverance and persisting and endurance, and things may take time and not happen as quick or whatever as you want, but you've just got to keep on persisting. Then we have the water elemental. So this card down the bottom says, I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. So water is all about emotions, the subconscious, love, intuition, creativity, you know, all that sort of thing. So the card is asking you to be aware that life is in constant flow. It's always changing. And don't hold on to past emotions, relationships, objects, or situations that prevent you from moving with that natural flow of life. You know, invite into your life people and experiences that make you feel happy and give you pleasure. Don't isolate yourself too much. You know, you've got to gradually start spending more time with people you feel comfortable with. But for now, I mean, in the early part here, maybe you do need to just kind of be by yourself, you know, work on you. But yeah, then it will be the time to start the project you've always wanted, or put your heart into something, or, you know, I guess if you do feel emotional at any point, make sure that you take time for yourself to be just be gentle with yourself, understanding, you know, recognize, I guess, what makes you feel those emotions. Yeah, and I mean, it can also, we're talking about nature, maybe water's like, you know, when we talk about nature and here and getting out and spending time in nature, grounding yourself, maybe water has something to do with it. Maybe go spend time near the ocean or river or the sea, whatever this is. But, you know, maybe that's what you need to do. Then we have self-discipline. So self-discipline is all about motivation and action, and having self-discipline to improve your quality of life. So, you know, you have to also meet the universe halfway. You can't just expect that the universe, you know, you put out there, I want the love of my life, and then sit on your couch. It's not going to happen. You need to actually, you know, believe that it's going to happen, put out to the universe it's going to happen, and then go out and, you know, maybe do things you enjoy so you can get out there. You know, make sure you clarify what your goals are. You know, take action. It's all about taking action as well. And you need to figure out what the mental, emotional, and physical actions are needed, what you need to specifically do to have your dreams come true. You know, if you put out, like the universe and the law of attraction is all about like attracts like, and what you put out, you get back. So if you put out that you know, negative thoughts and emotions, then that's contrary to what you're actually trying to get, you are going to attract that. You know what I'm saying? So you need to put out positive thoughts, not negative thoughts. Because I actually read something yesterday that said, you know, sometimes we say, oh, you know, I do want kids, but, you know, I'm 40, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it is, you know, I don't know if I'm ever going to get them. I want them, but I don't, you know, that's negative. Don't put that out there. And, you know, I hadn't even realized that is pretty negative. So, yeah, it's all about figuring out what you need to do so you can be more positive, and what you put out, you get back. Don't let your doubts and worries, you know, consume you. You've got to have the strength and willpower to focus predominantly on your dreams, because you can attain those goals, you know. And that's what I said, persevere, endurance, just like the camel. So, yeah, it's like figure out what part you need to play and, you know, put out to the universe, this is what I want. But you also need to know what part you play in this situation, what you can do to make it happen. And as I said, you are going to get true love. You know, true love is coming. You have the Lover's card in one part, but this is telling you that you are going to get what you want. If true love is what you want, you are going to get it. Somewhere in this year, it is coming to you. So yeah, make sure that there's kindness, compassion, and courtesy with this other person, and vice versa. Make sure that you have honest conversations. Make sure you both have the same, you know, goals in mind for your life. But it's all about having the faith, keeping the faith, knowing that the universe will make it happen whenever it's the right timing. Yeah, you've also, one important thing though with true love is you have to treat yourself well. So you've got to take care of you. So I feel like all the other cards are talking about, like the chocolate, the grounding, the nature, loving you, working on you. It's all really important this year, because you are going to get what you want, but it's unfortunately it is going to, you need to do this other stuff. Because the better version of you will attract a better version of someone else. Like attracts like. But that's awesome. As I said, this whole year for you, pile one, is all about personal transformation. It's about working on you to better you. That's what this is. So yeah, it's like a perfect time to do that. This is telling you it's a perfect time to do that work on you. And I feel like you've got to accept both sides of you, the positive and the negative, but maybe you need to work on both sides as well. And maybe because maybe there's themes or things that keep happening, like maybe you keep attracting the same kind of people or whatever. So you need to work on that so that you don't keep attracting, and maybe that comes back to you being codependent and also not having any self-worth or self-confidence. Maybe you need to work on those things so that you don't keep attracting the same things. Can you see what I'm saying? You know, you've got to, whatever you're putting out, you're getting back. So work on a better version of you, as I said, because then you get a better version of someone else. So yeah, that's important. We've got do not fear the unknown. So do not fear the unknown is, you know, everyone fails. We don't know what our life holds. We don't know if we go out there whether we're going to fail. Like when I started YouTube, you know, I've only got 90 something. Well, I'm not only, I had 0 to start with, you know, followers and subscribers. And I'm slowly getting more and more as the days go on. And you know, I hope to get more. But I don't go into it thinking I'm going to fail. I go into it thinking I'm going to succeed. I have to put that out there. And, you know, so failure is not predetermined, you know. So even if other people laugh at you or say whatever, you know, follow your dreams. I guess the fear of the unknown stops a lot of people doing things though. You know, we all think, oh, you know, we might fail and, oh, well, that could happen, so we won't do it. Do it. Get out of your comfort zone. Go and do things that are uncomfortable for you. You know, like that's how you, I guess, progress in life. That's how you learn lessons. That's how you know, you might meet somebody doing one of these things. So don't fear the unknown. You know, even maybe you've been with somebody and that's who you were with for a really long period of time. But you know what? You're going to get true love. You're going to get something better. So why would you fear the unknown? You know? So that's important. You've also got let go of the old, but it's in reverse. I mean, that's telling me that you don't want to release whatever this old, like this old situation, this old person, you know, something though is going to, I mean, this thing obviously no longer serves you, but it's also blocking your own growth. And then that stops you moving forward and getting your true love because you're too busy focused on the old. So you need to say goodbye to that thing that's not serving you any longer, you know. It's like having an emotional or physical spring clean, I guess. You know, let go of the past so you can be open to this true love over here. So I think that's important, making sure you let go of that. So you've also got deal breakers, physical intimacy, and exclusive. So deal breakers are all about listing and adhering to your deal breakers. Write a list. What are you willing to accept? What are your complete deal breakers? Cheating, lying, dishonesty, blah, blah, blah. You know, make sure that you stick to it. If one of your deal breakers is, I don't want an alcoholic, and then someone says to me, oh yeah, you know, says to you, oh, by the way, I drink a lot, or you see them drinking a lot, maybe that's a deal breaker for you. Don't put up with, because if you settle, you're going to miss out on something amazing. Stay true to you, it says. You got physical intimacy. The topic is up for discussion. Choose healthy, balanced relationships, doing it for the right reasons. So maybe going into a sex friend, I don't know how to say it politely, sex friend situation may not be for you. You know, maybe you, like people, a lot of people use other people just for sex. So it's telling you that maybe make sure that you're doing that for the right reasons and that you want to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's all about physical intimacy. That could be just an important conversation. Maybe the person, you need to have a conversation about that. Maybe you're still sleeping with the ex person. I don't know, but make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And you are going to end up with somebody who wants to be exclusive with you, which is great. As I said, true love. Somebody is coming. They want to be your marriage material or life partner, commitment, or, you know, all those things. You've got giving and receiving and being love as your two last cards. So everything is about energy. It's about, you know, everything you give, you know, it's not just about giving and taking. You've got to do both. It's not just, you can't just expect somebody to give to you, because you're just taking. That's not how it works. A relationship that's going to work is all about, you know, back and forth energy. You're both putting in and you're both getting back. And it's also doing random acts of kindness. And look, the mailbox, they've got like a letter in the mailbox. So maybe you're going to get, I mean, not going to say you're going to get a letter these days. We have social media, we have text messaging, we have all those things. So maybe someone will message you and say, by the way, you want to go grab a coffee, or I like you, or whatever. And you've also got, as I've been saying, like attracts like. So being love, exude love in all that you do. Oneness, like attracts like, unconditionally loving you, all of you, shadow side and the good side. As I said, it's all, this whole year is about things are going to get better for you. You got to get past this other past situation, work on you, do things to make, you know, a better version of you, and you are going to end up with true love. So that is what I have for pile 1. I hope that resonates. If it does, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will reset and we'll go with pile 2. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye. Okay, so we're going to start pile number 2. So we'll do the oracle after. Oops. So the first thing you've got is the house. Now, the house is in reverse just here. I don't know if you can really see it. But the house is all about, like, in general, it's all about your home base, your comfort, your stability, security, family, you know, all those sort of things. But it can also be like, sometimes that is not, you don't have that stability, you don't have that security. You may feel like, some of you may have agoraphobia. I guess that's like confinement of, you know, walls and things. You might feel like you're just very stuck. That can be that as well. So that was the, if you can't really see it, can you see that that's a little house? Yeah. So anyway, we will do some tarot as well. and then I'll get into the oracle after that. I'm also going to use my other favorite deck just to get a bit more information as well. So pile 2 for 2021, pile 2. Okay, so what does pile 2 need to know for 2021? Pile 2. Pile 2. Too many. Come on, pile 2. I might just, well, maybe I should use them. I'll just do 5 instead of 4. That's okay. Okay, so pile 2, you have the 5 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, and the Sun card. So things are going to get better because that's an amazing card. So you've got 5 of Cups in reverse. We'll start with this. 5 of Cups in reverse is all about you having self-forgiveness. You have hope again. You've been through something and you are now moving on from that. So you now realize you deserve better and you're moving on from some sort of situation. You've got the Page of Cups in reverse. So maybe you're moving on from somebody who is very selfish, or maybe now you need to become more selfish. They might have had no desires, or you may have had no desires. You doubted your intuition as well, but normally it's all about a new love and trusting your intuition and romantic feelings. And it's like somebody or you or them maybe just was very selfish, no desires, and doubted your intuition. You've got 7 of Wands. This is about challenge, competition, protection. You can see that she's here protecting herself. She's meditating as well, trusting her intuition, but this is her protecting her heart. She's persevering. She's standing her ground. She is feeling defensive, like from these wands here, but you know, it's all about maybe you're in competition with somebody else, or now you need to protect you, protect your heart. But yeah, keep on persevering. So as I said, maybe because the house was in reverse, you have that lack of stability, you have that lack of security. Something didn't go good in your environment, which also this also says that as well. So this is more about you loving you. There might have been some sort of misalignment of values with somebody that maybe you were with, which causes imbalances. There was disharmony. So yeah, focus on you, do some self-worth, protect you, protect your heart. And you're walking away, you know, and forgiving you. But you have the Sun card. So as I said, things are going to get better. This is all about positivity and warmth and fun and success, material happiness, a joyous outcome. Like, things are going to get a whole heap better for you, which is great. Like, I think, oh goodness gracious, I think that's really good. Things are going to get better. Like, know that things are going to get better. They might really feel crap right now, but they are going to get better. You've also got the 8 of Wands here as well in reverse. So it's like no communication. You're probably not even in communication with this person anymore. It could also be violence. There might have been violence in the situation, but it's about resisting change, feeling frustrated, like you really just want this person to contact you or you want to contact them, but there is no communication currently. You did have some sort of tower moment. Now, the tower moment is either when you refuse and you're just like, I'm not going to change the situation, and the universe goes, yeah, you are. We'll make it happen. So they do. So you have some sudden unwanted change. Or it could just be something as simple as you have a revelation about this person or an awakening, and you're like, nah, I'm not putting up with, you know, them doing A, B, and C anymore. Whatever this is for you. You know, it could mean an upheaval. You have to move, you know, get away from this person. Just focus on you, being self-sufficient, being independent, you know, working on getting whatever financial material comforts you need. So yeah, it's a lot of just being by yourself, being independent. you are going to get some new relationship offer though. Whether they come in with marriage, whether they come in with a new relationship, you might even have a baby for some people, but whatever this is for you, it's about emotional fulfillment, it's about intimacy, love, joy, compassion, you know, all those things. And as I said, some of you may be moving, relocating, but it's like releasing baggage, having a new perspective, transitioning, all those kind of things. You are going to doubt yourself though. We're all our worst inner critics. You may not even want to break the cycle. You're resisting the change, as I said, and it is going to take inner strength. But there is going to be a complete and painful ending if there hasn't already been. You could hit rock bottom, you know, it might have been betrayed, there was a loss, some sort of loss. So just be aware of that. But yeah, get out there, be a free spirit, know that you have limitless potential. You do have a desire though for long-term security, but at the moment there's obstacles for that. And you know, maybe you were being controlled. I think it was a very one-sided situation as well that you were in. But as I said, things are going to get better. So let's ask more. I don't know if I've already shuffled these. We'll shuffle again. So pile 2, 2021. Oh my goodness, I didn't even turn these two. Okay, so tell me about pile 2 for 2021. Pile 2. Oh, Sun card, same card. One more. I mean, not that we really need one more, do we? Oh, let's get one more. Oh, not that many. You've already got 2 Sun cards. What more can there be? Okay. So you've got partnerships and alliances. You've got the Tower moment in reverse. You've got the Sun card again, and you've got patience, which is the same as the Temperance card. So partnerships and alliances is the same as 3 of Wands. So this is about you making progress. You know, having foresight, reaping rewards for whatever efforts you put in now. As I said, with the last reading, you plant a seed, it grows, you know, you are going to reap rewards. It's just going to take time, which is probably why you need patience as well. But it's also about contemplating. What do you want for your life? You know, having happiness, being grateful for what you have, getting out of your comfort zone, going and trying new things. Here you are working on you. Personal transformation. You're going to fear the change. As I said, we've spoken about fearing the change. I feel like you are fearing the change. You're fearing something outside of your comfort zone. You know, something new even. But you're trying to avert the disaster, but there is a disaster moment. There is a Tower moment going to happen. So here you are trying to avert it. The Sun card again. This is like joyous outcome, material happiness, success, like everything great. That's where you want. That's what you want. And you got 2 of them. So you are definitely going to have all of those things. And it's all about divine timing with Temperance. It's about patience, knowing that things are going to happen in their right timing. As I said, you plant your seed and look, it grows. You know? So I feel like have patience, just keep on going, knowing things are going to turn out well. There you are again. There you got Justice. Justice is all about the truth coming out, fairness, everything we do has an effect. It's like karma. So that's good. You've also got Wisdom. So this is like the Hierophant card. It's about conformity. I think you want to have that, you know, and you always, maybe you were married to this person before, but it's also about wanting, you know, you and your partner, a couple of kids, dog, guinea pig, and a white picket fence. Whatever this is for you, that's what, you know, it's that. It's also about learning, getting some wisdom about a situation, expectations, traditions, all those things. Now, you do have the sacral chakra in reverse, so you might need to do some healing on the sacral chakra. So this is it here. So it's orange, so maybe you need to get either an orange crystal. You can do dancing, yoga, any of that kind of thing. It's all about knowing you matter and nurturing you. And the sacral chakra deals with the emotions, desires, creativity, sexuality. So I mean, obviously your emotions are going to be all over the shop and and you know, considering you've been hurt, so that's not a surprise. You've also, you know, at the moment you might be feeling a bit burnt out and exhausted, or going through deep contemplation, feeling like you're stuck. Focus on self-love and trusting your intuition as well. You are going to have victory and success, as I just said. But yeah, we'll deal with that for now. So we'll get on with the oracle. Overall, though, you've got 2 material happiness and you know, positivity, successful cards. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so we'll start with the one on top. So the one you've got first is lost love. You can see that. So, I mean, lost love, it says underneath, surrender, healing, release. I'll see if I can hold it so you can see it. There it is there. So, you know, unfortunately, we all have relationships that end and situations that make us feel sad. But, you know, that's completely normal. But this is all about healing from that, knowing things happen for a reason, trusting and accepting that the universe or God or whoever you believe, you know, it's happening for a reason. You know, maybe there's a lesson we need to learn or whatever this is. You know, you may not feel currently, I guess, that, you know, you are loved, but you are loved by the universe and God. You know, you are. And, you know, you might be searching for answers, but you need to just accept. You need to accept that things have happened the way they did. Maybe you don't know the truth. Maybe you do. It doesn't matter. You know, in the end, they're not for you. There are no mistakes. Everything has a purpose, and everything's part of this higher plan that we have for our lives. So, you know, if they're not your person, then break the cycle, because everything's about an endless cycle. We've got to break the cycle from that situation, learn the lessons we've got to learn. You know, what goes around comes around. You know, everything's there for your higher purpose, a higher plan for your life. And then you learn the lessons, you break the cycles, and you move on and you find something better. So, I mean, that's, you know, overall, that's not a bad card. Unfortunately, you don't really trust. You don't really trust that the universe has your back. You don't really trust your intuition. You don't really trust that you are going to meet someone and be happy in whatever this is. You know, you're feeling like there's no trust. So you've got to trust that whatever is coming is going to be better. And you also need to, I mean, you've got 2 sun cards. As I said, you can't get any better than that. But it's about trusting. You know, at the moment, there's a lack of trust. You've got bronze, which is about strengthening your body. So the bronze card, this is all, it talks about strength, wisdom, love. You know, it's about bringing wealth into your life. It's about attracting the right people into your life, if it's about work or in general. It's about successful negotiations, trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts. It's all about breaking those emotional patterns. You know, how we were just talking about the cycles and things. It's about breaking those, releasing irrational fears, anxieties, any kind of toxic thoughts, getting rid of those, and any kind of feelings out of your body that are negative for you. It's about bringing strength and vitality back to your body, which is why it's called strengthening your body. So, you know, maybe, I mean, you could do meditation for that. You could probably do some own, you know, put your hands on what part of your body you think needs to be strengthened and ask that the universe and God help with that. But yeah, it's all about being strong and healthy. You've got to be strong and healthy, I guess. Just remember that anything that we go through, you know, sad or makes us feel stressed or any of that affects our bodies as well. And it can make you, you know, got to watch your health because it can affect that as well. So just be aware of that. You've got peach. Inhale a breath of life. That looks very pretty and bright. So this is all about releasing stress and tension from your body, which is what we were just talking about. You know, it softens all the hardness, dissolves any density, especially if in the lungs and the chest area. It brings about gentleness, kindness, friendliness into your life. It opens you up to new possibilities. So, and if you want to attract prosperity, it also helps with that. But it cleanses away any kind of feelings of being stuck. So, which is great. So, what can you do? Maybe, I mean, meditation is great, but it's all about inhaling a breath of life. I mean, maybe go spend time in nature, get out, breathe in, just enjoy taking a deep breath, do some breath work. You know, you can do that with meditation as well. You've got abundance. Now, it says on the bottom, I'm grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. Oh my God, we were just talking about nature. So here we go again with the nature. The abundance card is all about nature. So, you know, I guess abundance can be any form of whatever it is for you, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's material goods, whatever this is for you. You know, I mean, you could have all the money in the world and still feel like something's missing. So just be aware of that. But true abundance is not found in material goods. It's found in like spending time in nature. That's what people believe. And in loving relationships, in following your dreams. What else? Passions, anything you're passionate about. You know, they are all true abundance. So this is about aligning yourself with the laws of attraction. You can manifest abundance in whatever areas of your life that you want. If you want love, you can get that. If you want money, you know, you can get that. But it's all about creating and manifesting abundance in all areas of your life. But I mean, if you do use it for selfish reasons or at the expense of Mother Nature, you'll never find true happiness and peace again. Like, that's what they believe. So never take more than what you need. You know, if I guess if you do have all the money in the world and you're miserable, maybe you need to look into that. Why are you feeling so miserable? You know, but yeah, be grateful for what you have. Grateful and abundance go hand in hand. Like you put out to the universe, you know, you want the love of your life. You've got to be grateful for what you have right now. So that's all about abundance. So maybe it's just telling you that things are going to get better anyway. So then we've got personal growth. This is you working on you. You know, doing whatever it is to benefit and make a better version of you. You know, if you've been hurt, you've got to do some work on you. I mean, that's pretty standard anyway. You got to do some healing, you know, work through your grief, all that sort of stuff. Get some self-love, self-worth. Find out and go through the lessons. Like what did you need to learn from that situation? So yeah, personal growth is important. Take some time out, you know, spend some time in nature. Go and contemplate and rest and recuperate and relax, you know, all those things. But spend some time and just take some time out from the world. Spend some time on you. You don't really want to make a change though. You're kind of maybe resisting the change. As I said, with a tower up here, it's exactly the same. You're resisting the change right now. But you will end up breaking cycles and you will end up, you know, to get the Sun card, things are going to change and in a great way. Healing family issues. Maybe there's something in your family that you've gone through, your parents, grandparents, whatever, but maybe there's something you need to heal first. Because you don't want to take any baggage from one situation to another. So maybe, yeah, work on healing that, healing family issues. You've also got give your relationship a chance in reverse. Work on your partnership and it's in reverse. So I think you've given up working on this situation. There's no longer a chance in this situation. I mean, you're going to then, you know, it's a lost love, like the first card said. It is a lost love. It's a lost opportunity. Look at it like a lost opportunity. And then you will end up meeting someone new. You will have victory and success. You will have the sun, like the Sun card said as well. And you've got the Lovers card and Ace of Cups. I mean, things are going to get better for you. You need to get out of your comfort zone. Go and spend some time in nature. You know, go and try new things, whether it's scuba diving, like in the picture here. Whatever this is, get out, go try new things. Maybe meditation can help as well. I mean, meditation does so much. You can do guided meditations for different things. Maybe do some guided meditation on healing your heart or, you know, whatever it is that you need to work on. If it's codependency, do one for codependency. If it's something for being grateful, do that. You know, whatever it is for you, do that. You've also got financial constraints and it's in reverse. So this is all about getting money, having an increase coming your way. You know, the previous constrictions are broken open and there's a greater flow of money and other things. So this is like the abundance card here. It's like you are going to have an abundance. As more funds come in, you'll find you have the freedom to take more risks and spend without the previous extreme precautions that you had before. But it's like the river of abundance is starting to flow your way. So things are going to start getting better. And as I said, it doesn't mean just materialistically. It can mean anyway, just like we were talking here with the abundance card before. You are going to have abundance. You are going to get whatever it is you want. I mean, you've got 2 sun cards, for goodness sake. Like, things are going to get great for you. Stand your ground. You might need to stand your ground with someone. It says here, standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. So yeah, stand your ground. Don't let somebody walk all over you. Don't let someone come back in and treat you more like crap. The situation's done. Now work on you. Spend time in nature. Like even in the picture, it's all about trees and things. Maybe there's something about being in nature for you, but knowing that an abundance is coming, things are going to start getting great. You got 3 of thought. Loving angels surround you to heal and comfort you. The sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important this situation has been for your spiritual growth. Take the time you need to forgive yourself and others so that you can embrace the future with joy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty good. You know, if we need healing, you can ask. You can ask that God, the universe, whoever you believe, you know, they can help you heal. You know, ask that they help with the sadness and the grief, and you know there's no need to be alone. Spend time with people like your circle of support. Turn to them, you know, if you need. You can also join groups for people that, depending on what you're grieving, but yeah, maybe take some time to heal. And reach out to different people if that's what you need. You know, look for the positive in any challenge that you get, you know, because, I mean, everything we go through this adversity, but it always makes us a better person, you know, it makes us a stronger person. We all go through these things for a reason, you know. So, yeah, I guess that's, you might have had a loss, you know, forgiving yourself. You need to forgive them, letting go of the past so you can embrace the future. Be careful of any heart ailments as well. You may have some heart ailments. So just, yeah, be aware of that. Now you've got 2 cards. You've got Know Your Power. So Know Your Power, I mean, this is all about you taking back control in your own life. And you have choice in everything you do. So you have freedom to choose. You know, if you don't want something, you choose. So this is about you taking responsibility for your part in everything you experience, you know? And if someone tries to control you, well, you let that happen, you know, just be aware of that as well. So you have the power to choose, you know, just be aware of that, know your power. And then you've got Embrace the Dark. So Embrace the Dark is, you know, everybody's always been about good and evil, you know, negative and positive, blah, blah, blah. You know, they always say that you can't have anger or any kind of negative emotions, you know, fear, all of those. But that's not true. You know, everything happens for a reason. We all have good and bad emotions. So, yeah, it's about lessons, as I said, and you've got to love both sides of you, whether it's good or bad. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm just trying to say, like, embrace both sides of you, good and bad. Good and, like, there's nothing wrong with having negative emotions. Sometimes we feel sad. Sometimes we feel anger. Sometimes we feel lonely. Sometimes we feel fear. There's nothing wrong with any of those emotions. It's how you deal with them. That's the main thing. So embrace both sides of you. You know, unfortunately, we all have crap. We all go through lessons. We all have feelings of good and bad and whatever, but it's how you deal with them. You've got, maybe I'll talk about all of these at the same time. So you've got fake profile, Splitsville, destructive habits, altered view in reverse, and feel great first. So fake profile. Be aware of somebody who may not be who you think they are. Just for some of you, that may only be a very small amount of you, but just be aware of somebody who, you could also have somebody even like an ex who's liking you on Facebook and they're not actually who they say are. They can't even talk. They're not who they say they are. They are just keeping an eye on what you're doing. They're not generally interested. Or it could be a friend of, you know, your ex or whoever. Just be aware somebody's may not who you think they are. Somebody may have decided to leave quickly with like the Tower moment, or will leave quickly. Something's going to happen, like make a decision and make a decision and then leave like straight away kind of situation. So the relationship is devolving or ending. They're not keeping in touch. As I said, there's no communication, spending time alone. Destructive habits. This is all about addictions, whether it's gambling, alcohol, sex, any of those kind of things. Toxic thinking and behavior. So just be aware of that. As I said, watch what you put out. Like attracts like. Whatever you put out into the universe, you get back. So be aware of keeping your thoughts positive. Yeah, we both have a negative and a positive side to us, but it's more about if you want to get something, don't put out, I'm never going to get that, or put out there, I'm going to be single till I'm 100 or whatever, because you're putting that out to the universe and the universe is like, okay, that's what you want. So be aware, make sure you watch what you do, be careful of any kind of addictions, all that sort of thing as well. Whether they have it or you have it, somebody has it. You've got altered view in reverse. So seeing things differently than they are, past conditioning, influencing situation, reevaluating. So maybe you're not, maybe you need to look at, like, I mean, situations we go through, like why we need to see things for what they are. That's pretty much, I think, what you need to know. You know, things that we believe, things that we see, like, I guess think about things that are in your life and maybe change your perception, but also why do you, like, maybe you weren't seeing, it's like take off the glasses, the rose-colored glasses. What weren't you seeing before? You need to work on you so that you don't continue these same cycles and the same situations. And yeah, I feel like take off the rose-colored glasses was in my head, so I feel like I have to say that. You've got feel great first, feel the feeling of having a partner, healthy relationship, raise your vibration, will attract the same. As I said, you've got to work on you, because if you don't, like attracts like, you're going to get the same kind of situation. They're going to mirror you and come back the same. You want to get good. You want to have a better version of you, be a better version of you so you can attract a better version of someone else. So yeah, make sure you focus on that. You've got life surfing and mayhem in reverse. So this is you not wanting to manifest what you want. This is you manifesting what you don't want. And not getting through kind of any past wounds, not wanting to work on kind of anything. It's like a Tower moment. You are, what's it called? Averting the disaster. You're trying to avert that. You're trying to kind of stick with this situation that is not serving, I guess it's not best for you. Know you can overcome of adversity. Have no expectations. Approach life like a sport, like you're surfing through life. So put out to the universe what you want and then let it go. Enjoy your life. Well, I hope that does resonate. If it does, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I will reset and we'll move on with pile 3. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so pile 3. So we'll do the oracles a bit later, and I will do the tarot first, and I'll also be doing other deck as well. I'm going to include some of these. So we'll do them after. Now we'll start with the little charm. So if you can see, that's a little mountain. So the mountain is all about longevity, being strong, stable, secure, conquer. Like you got to conquer the mountains, you know, like that kind of thing. You might feel like you're stuck. You might feel stubborn. You might feel like there's obstacles and blockages. But, you know, as I said, it's all about, you know, conquering those mountains in your life. All right. So we'll start with the tarot and then we'll move on to the oracle as well. So pile 3 for 2021. Pile 3. Oops. One more shuffle. Okay, what does pile 3 need to know for 2021? Might go one more. Okay. So for pile 3, you've got Page of Cups, you've got the Queen of Wands, you've got the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, okay, pile 3. So first of all, you've got the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is about you trusting your intuition. It can also be somebody might come into your life, someone you love who's younger than you. It might be all about intimacy and maybe you do something creative. But yeah, it can mean somebody who's younger than you. Now, in reverse, it could mean... look at the people, right, on the card. It does look like it's a bit of a player energy. And with some decks, it is a player energy. The reason I say that is because you've got the Queen of Wands and you've got the Queen of Swords. So this person, especially if there's a Queen of Wands, it generally means there's 3 people involved in this situation. It doesn't mean it has to be like a love situation, but it could mean there's somebody that's involved in their ear, trying to cause problems. So yeah, three third party, I guess. So we'll start with the Queen of Wands. If it's not that, the Queen of Wands can also mean that you need to get some confidence, be more independent, get out there, be a social butterfly. It's going to take courage, but it's about knowing you're attractive, being determined to get what it is you want. You've got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is about being self-sufficient and honest, independent, having clear boundaries. It's somebody who is very direct with their communication. They don't speak around the truth. They kind of cut through the crap. Say it as is. Put them there like that. You've also got the Ten of Swords. So you might be resisting some sort of inevitable end with somebody who might have been like this. Or you are recovering from something, you're recovering from something that was a complete and painful ending. So you've been through that already and now you're kind of either resisting it or you've gone through it and you're recovering. So... we'll find out some more though. On the bottom of the deck as well, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. That for me is always either you're focusing on your employment, focusing on something to make money, or it can also mean you're widening knowledge about a situation. So maybe you widen knowledge about this person. It can also be, you've also got, the Page of Pentacles. So this could be a new job or a new pay increase, something like that. A new raise. It could mean you become a student again and want to study something new. As I said, maybe you're learning. They're both about widening knowledge, so maybe you are going to learn something new, go back to school, or it could mean you can manifest what it is you do want. Maybe at the moment, yeah, maybe you need to focus on manifesting. You do need to release something that maybe you're feeling very indecisive about. You're stuck. You're feeling like you don't want to release this situation, but you need to. Take back your own power in the situation as well. And focus on making money and having that happy family life with security and money and, wealth and all those things. You are definitely coming out of something that maybe you were doing some introspection and soul searching, being like a bit of a hermit, but you're coming out of that. And you've got the Star card. So this is about having hope and faith again that things can happen. Miracles can happen. It's like wishing on a star. You might have been through more dissatisfaction and your wishes didn't come true with somebody before, but maybe that's because it was a missed opportunity. But there is an ending to that situation. Maybe you got some clarity about that situation. Okay, tell me more for the third pile. Yeah, you're probably very discontent and bored. You were feeling like that this situation wasn't fulfilling you. And there's you taking back your own power as well with the Emperor card. Yeah, you're moving on from deception and envy. I think you're seeing past that now. It can also mean, though, somebody was keeping secrets from you. It can also mean you've got some self-deceit, or there is some self-deceit. And you've got the Magician, which is the same as the manifesting card before. You can manifest it's similar. You can manifest what you want in your life. You know, it's turning visions into reality. It's taking inspired action, having power, knowing you're powerful. On the bottom of that is the devil. So this person may have had that sort of devil energy, where they've got addictions, drugs, sex, money, alcohol, gambling, all those things. Obsessed with things, they're greedy, envious, materialistic, you know, all that kind of thing. It may be affecting this person. Maybe you were living with this person, and maybe it's affected your money, your security, your food, your safety, shelter, all those things, everyday life. So maybe you need to meditate on that. Focus on red if you've got crystals. Do some healing on your base chakra. But it can also be maybe you were living with this person, that's for an example, and you know, now your shelter and your money's, you know, obviously you've got an issue with that because maybe you had a joint house and a joint account or whatever. That can be that kind of situation. So it may be affected, and yeah, but you are moving on. You are looking for something better. You're disappointed, but you are going to end up getting your wishes coming true. Whatever this is for you, whether it's money, whether it's romance, whether it's whatever. Make sure you've got boundaries up. You know you have everything inside you to get through something. And it might take making a plan, and it might be, you know, needing patience, waiting for those plans to bear fruit. But, you know, some of you may want to reconcile with this person. But others, it's just a past resentment and a loss. And get out of your own head, because you are having negative thoughts. You have self-limiting beliefs. You are your worst inner critic, so get out of your head. All right, let's move on to the oracles. So the first one you have, thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. So somebody may be thinking about you. Somebody may, if you can see that, yeah, very well. But yeah, somebody may be, well, this card is confirmation somebody is thinking of you. So it may be somebody who's passed away, but it could also be somebody like a family member, loved one, somebody you were with before. Maybe it's this other person that we were talking about. They may be just thinking about you. So yeah, that's worth knowing. They could be close to you. They could be living far away to you, but it's somebody that is thinking about you. So I guess that's like the main message, really, is just knowing that this person may be thinking about you. They may, I mean, it could also be similar to the Six of Cups, like that energy where it's somebody that you know from the past. You have memories about the situation. Don't forget though, we always think of good things when we think of people, you know, and for a lot of us, there weren't always good situations. But it's nice that somebody's thinking about you. I think that can be nice. There's nothing bad about that. Unfortunately, maybe now is not the right time for something. So whether it's now is not the right time for you and this person, and maybe when maybe you think about reconciling later, or whether it's just not the right time for a career or changing a career, or it's not the right time for something. And I mean, considering you've got thinking of you, whether this other person is thinking about you, but it's just not the right time with them, could be that. I mean, if they've got the devil energy, it's probably they need to work on them and improve and change, and you probably need to work on you for not wanting to take back someone like that, get some self-love and self-worth. So, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be the right time. You've got experience, peace, and calm, which is looks like water. So this is all about serenity, tranquility, and peace. So it's about soothing your mind, calming your nerves. It's a great color to work for when you meditate. It's also a color of patience, faith, acceptance, and coolness. So this aqua color, it actually asks you to dissolve your fears and increase your confidence, believe in you, calm your nervous system, soothe your mind, you know, picture this color, you know, focus on this color. It can also be, I mean, aqua is all about water, right? So maybe you can go and spend time in nature and be around water. Maybe that's very calming for you. Could also be that. Or it could just be maybe now you're going to experience peace and calm in your life when previously maybe you didn't have. You've got crystal ascension, and it says, I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom. So this card talks about bringing crystals and minerals. So maybe you've had a fascination with crystals, or maybe you've always wondered about crystals. If not, you know, just I guess this message one here is not for you, but this is all about crystals. I mean, we can use crystals for everything in our life, whether it's to stop, you know, getting artificial energy from computers or cell phones or mobiles as we call them, or microwaves, or anything to protect your energy field. You could use it for that. You could use it for protection. You can use them for self-love. You can use them for a lot of things. So this is all about balancing your energies and bringing you into a greater alignment with those energy fields, Mother Earth's natural energy fields. So yeah, you can always include crystals in that situation. Maybe you want to do some study on that. Maybe you work with crystals. I don't know, but maybe there's something maybe that's worth looking into. Maybe crystals can help you with different healing if you need some sort of healing in a situation. You've also got Archangel Raphael. And this talks about, I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. So, you know, if you need mental, emotional, physical healing, you can ask. And if you're struggling with it, you can ask that, you know, the angels help you, God helps you, whoever you believe. Maybe there's some health issue you're ignoring. So maybe you need to go and seek professional help about that situation. But don't kind of ignore whatever messages your body's telling you. If you get any kind of signs that something's going on, maybe go see a doctor. Maybe you also could help other people. Or if someone, maybe you need to look into healing other people, or become a doctor, or there's something that you could do. Maybe it's even a natural way, like balancing chakras, and you know, maybe you need to do it, or you could teach someone else. Like you could learn and do it as your employment. Maybe, yeah, you need to boost your immune system, teach your body to heal itself. So, or you want to, as I said, embark on a journey where you're healing other people. Look into that. Oh, teaching and learning. And it's in reverse. Maybe at the moment you don't want to learn from a situation. Maybe this is this situation. You don't want to learn. You don't want to open your eyes. You don't want to take the blindfold off, the rose-colored glasses, whatever this is. You don't want to see it and learn from the situation so you can then teach other people. But you don't want to learn from it yourself. I guess you're kind of in denial a bit. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe you're overspending, or there's some sort of situation with your finances. Be aware of that. Maybe there's something going on with your finances and career. You've also got forgiving and learning. Same bloody card. So I feel like both of them are in reverse. It's a big message that for you don't want to release and heal the past. You know, you don't want to learn from the situation. Pay attention to red flags. We all see them, we all choose not to. As I said, take off the rose-colored glasses, take off the blindfold. See what, you know, if someone's doing something and, you know, being secretive with their phone or whatever, see the red flags. Don't just dismiss them and be like, no, I'm sure it's just my imagination. You're probably right, so be aware. You've also got choice, and this is in reverse. And if you look at the picture, it's like there's a road ahead, and it's like, which option do I pick? Option A or option B over here? Two choices. You know, there's generally, everyone has choices. So I feel like you don't want to make a choice. You know, it's easier to stay in your comfort zone than make a choice. Only you can make those choices though. No one else can make them for you. You know, if you choose to leave a job, well, that's up to you. If you choose to leave a relationship, or which relationship do you want, or as I said, there are going to be obstacles with the mountains. Maybe you're getting past that, and this might be part of that. I guess see life as an opportunity. If you need to ask questions, ask questions. If you need to get upset, do that. But yeah, life always brings us unexpected situations, and then we have to make decisions. We have to choose. What food do we put in our mouth? Do you say yes to a situation or no to a situation? How do you allow others to treat you? All those things. It's like you don't want to make the choice about whatever this situation is. Don't let anyone else run you, though. Make sure you contemplate the decisions that you're going to make. Yeah. And I mean, this is all about taking back your own power in a situation. Maybe you need to do that as well, because maybe you're not wanting to make the choice. But is that because you're not seeing the red flags? Because you're choosing not to see them? I don't know. You've got the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. I probably should move it closer. So it says 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. There it is there. So, I mean, the throat chakra is all about self-expression and speaking your truth. And, if there's something you think, then say it. It's all about communicating and acknowledging your power to communicate. Say things that be truthful. Say things that you feel. Like if you have had trouble with, maybe you may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past. Maybe it's also talking about how you speak to yourself. Make sure that you speak up for yourself and express yourself. Maybe there's a situation where you didn't or you haven't. So I just feel like you need to maybe do that. You need to speak your truth about a situation. And then you've got 4th chakra. This is your heart chakra. This is all about love, compassion, self-acceptance. So this is about receiving love from others, but also receiving love from yourself. And maybe you need healing from having a broken heart. Maybe you need to do some, go and get some, chakra balancing, or do a guided meditation or something for heart chakra. Even wear crystals, that can help as well. But anything to help you heal you. People do that sort of stuff as their job as well. Look into that. But it's about encouraging yourself with the compassionate self-talk you desire to hear from others. Talk good about yourself. And then as you do, your heart center will shine with this beauty, and you'll look more confident, and people are attracted to that. So yeah, it's all about loving you and accepting love from other people, but mainly loving you. Find your center. And it says underneath, your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So, I mean, if you are stressed and anxious and everything on the outside, imagine what it's doing on the inside, So, I guess, slow down, find your center, maybe do some grounding work. It's very easy to get all caught up, but you need to step back and take time for you to pause, reflect, and heal, and pull back from those stresses and strains of daily life. Go within, do some meditation, close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, breathe deeply, say to yourself, find your center, and then that will help connect with your soul. But it's all about releasing those anxieties that you have as well. Because whatever's happening, as I said, it's always, whatever's going on in the inside is happening on the outside and vice versa. So you just need to be aware of those things. Ace of Action. So it's in reverse, but it talks about this cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action, and if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business, have confidence in your abilities. So, a card of action, it's like taking action, really, isn't it? It's also, it's like there's going to be new opportunities that come up. Maybe they're new career opportunities. Maybe you're going to decide to learn to paint or something creative. But it's like about no procrastinating, and it's in reverse. So maybe at the moment you are procrastinating from doing something that you're passionate about. Maybe you're being offered something that's going to make you money, but there is going to be something where you can leap forward, change your life. So it could be about starting a new business or wanting to but not, passion for life, changing careers, courage and enthusiasm, believing in yourself and your abilities, and they're in reverse. So maybe you don't believe yourself at the moment. You're not taking those steps to change career or start a business or whatever it is, do something passionate you're about. Maybe focus on that. Then we'll do one at a time. So the first one you've got is heed the messengers. And this one, she's got a little bird on her shoulder. So heed the messengers. That's all about paying attention to signs and synchronicities. And, we're all given messages and signs and things. Like maybe we see numbers, maybe we hear the same music, same song. Maybe there's something that we're getting that we're not paying attention to. But they're always giving us signs and synchronicities and things. So pay attention when we get them. Be vigilant. In reverse. So be careful and cautious of others' actions and also your own. Make sure you stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care for. And also don't forget to watch your own actions as well, because you might be the one that's doing harm to other people. But weigh up your actions, be sure you act wisely, and be sure you've done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Leave nothing to chance. So yeah, just be aware of that. Be very vigilant and watch your actions and other people's, because somebody here was being a bit dishonest, it looks like. So you've got money issues, you've got core values in reverse, and you've got abandonment in reverse. So maybe you've got the root chakra, you've got the base chakra here. So this is the same. Maybe there was money issues, a lack of trust, fear in safety, security, survival, control. It's exactly the same as the base chakra, which I got over here before. So maybe there's something going on that's affecting your base chakra, whether it's money, or whether it's safety, shelter, security, all those things. But you need to heal your base chakra. So it's just confirmation that that's true. You got abandonment. Fear abandonment issues are affecting your relationships, ghosting, forgive, especially yourself. And core values. I mean, maybe you need to seek partners who have the same values as yourself. Maybe at the moment you're not doing that, or you need to also be the best person for others that you can be, and maybe you're not. So make sure that you have the same values and they have values that you want in the other person. Like attracts like. If you're a cheater and a player and a liar, you're going to get more of the shit because you're putting that out into the world. And the last two are release the attachment and write it down. So release attachment, be free of expectation, feel great about letting go. Longing gives vibe of not having. So put it out to the universe and then let it go. That's important. And you've also got write it down. So write down what it is you want. You've got to put it out there, write it down, make a vision board, do whatever it is to get what it is you want. These are all about law of attraction, and that's how to get what it is you want. So maybe write it down or do a vision board, something like that. Anyway, that's what I have for you for pile 3. I will clean up and reset, and then we'll go with pile 4 with the peacock. So I will catch you with the next reading if you leave me here. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Okay, bye. Okay, lucky last, pile 4. So I'll be doing the oracles after. I'll be doing some tarot, and I'll also use these other cards which are my fave to get a bit more information, but we'll start with the peacock. So if you can see the little, I don't know if you can see the little peacock. But anyway, the peacock's all about success and being attractive and having wealth. And you might get some new property, you might buy some new property. It can also be about you strutting your stuff, knowing you're great, how you look, fan your tail feathers like the peacock. It's all about knowing you're charming or being charming. It can also mean, though, just make sure you're aware of your ego. Don't become very egotistical and knowing you're very showy, and it's all about vanity and all that sort of stuff. But it's just knowing your self-worth, having some confidence. I wish you could see it. Like it's only a cute little, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. You can kind of make out the peacock there. It's a bit shit with the camera, but anyway, that's you. So yeah, know you're attractive, having success, strut your stuff, get out there in the world. That's what this is about. So pile 4. So tell me about pile 4 for 2021. One more. Okay, tell me about pile 4 for 2021. I think that fell out like that. Okay. So you've got Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you've got the Wheel in reverse, you've got the Devil card, and you've got Justice. Okay. So we'll start with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is about a financial loss. It can mean there's a lost opportunity. Maybe there was no plan ever made. Maybe they were kind of one of those people that's all talk, no action. They never actually said, let's go out and have a date, or, could be something like that. But some sort of opportunity that didn't quite work out the way you hoped. Then you've also got the Wheel in reverse. So the Wheel in reverse is about, it talks about all about breaking cycles, and you're not breaking the cycle, you're resisting the change. So you need to, which I guess that causes a lot of bad luck as well. So, because it's all about karma. So you need to break the cycle, learn the lesson. The wheel is always turning around and around like this. It might be crap, and then it will go good, and it will go crap, and it will go good. So the cycle's always turning, but it's resisting the change. You need to break the cycle from somebody who probably was a lot like a devil kind of energy. They could have been addicted to drug, sex, money, alcohol, gambling, obsessed with you, with situations, with people, greedy, envious, materialistic, all those sort of things. They could have also been very dishonest, and maybe there was a lack of accountability taken in a situation. I don't know why they're all kind of being about that. But anyway, so that could have happened to you, but you might have got some mental clarity in a situation. It can also be the truth. You find out the truth, speak the truth, have some justice, a breakthrough, success. It can also mean you have a fresh start. So here you are having a fresh start from this person. It can also be some sudden opportunity may happen as well. Could be in whatever. Somebody may try to communicate, because swords are all about communication. So they may also try to communicate with you. You've got the World. So this is about you completing the lesson. Here you were not wanting to break the cycle, but you are going to complete the lesson. You may travel for some people as well. Maybe there's travel in 2021 for you. You've got the Ten of Cups. So this is about having a happy family and contentment and total love and support, blissful relationships, great friendships, all those things. It's 2021 is probably, you're moving on from something that was pretty crap. You've also got the Four of Pentacles. You do desire long-term security. You might feel very stubborn, you might be saving money, you might be resisting the change, but it's all about saving money and wanting long-term security. Work on your self-confidence as well. You may need to work on your self-confidence. You will be successful in what you want, but you really do need to work on your self-confidence and take back your own power. Make sure that you don't tolerate crap. with anything. If someone tries to control you, you know, don't let that happen either. You might have some choices though in a situation, whether it's a new job, whether it's love, whatever this is. There might be some choices that you might need to make in 2021, and you might feel like you are overwhelmed by those choices, but it's going to take willpower and you being determined to get through that as well. Trust your intuition. There might be some changes that you choose to make as well. Tell me more for pile 4, 2021, pile 4. One more. Okay, we got 2 more. Okay. Oh, 3 more. All right. So, as I said, you've had some emotional loss. You've definitely been through that. It could have been a broken marriage, emotional confusion, disappointment, dwelling on the negative. You know, you regret the past. You've got to grieve. You might feel unloved or abandoned, but there's definitely emotional loss that you're going through. Maybe you didn't speak your truth in this situation. You need to speak your truth and trust your intuition. Very important. You know, maybe there's something you didn't say that you need to. If you're not in communication with this person anymore, maybe write a letter and burn it and return it to the earth. But there's definitely something maybe you needed to say. Maybe also watch how you speak to yourself and about yourself. That's also very important as well. You've got mental conflict in reverse. So you need to release whatever this thing was, even just energetically. You might have no communication with this person, but energetically you might still be connected. So just make sure you actually deal with that, release whatever that is. You might feel indecisive, you may feel confused, you may feel like you're stuck or in denial. Any of that kind of, you know, you might be in mental conflict, but you're coming out of that. You got the Chariot in reverse. You might feel like you have lack of direction in your life. There might be opposition, you might need some self-discipline, but you feel like you just don't know where you're going, where you're headed, what to do next. Conflict and defeat in reverse as well. So some of you may want to reconcile with this person, or this person may want to reconcile with you and make amends. For others, it's more just a past resentment and you feel like you're lost. For others, it could be like you're coming out of conflict and defeat. So take as resonates. You've got the Hermit card on the bottom. So here you are feeling isolated, feeling lonely, withdrawing, but you know, it can also be coming out of the hermit mode where you were doing some soul searching and introspection. Maybe you're coming out of that now. You got some clarity about a situation and you don't want to be alone anymore. You need to manifest, and maybe you are working on manifesting what you want. You can turn your visions into reality. It's about taking back power, having inspired action, all those things. There is going to be some sort of celebration that you might go to in 2021. It can also be, you know, get out, meet some new people, make some new friends, spend time with the friends that you have, all those sort of things. Maybe you also do a collaboration with somebody for something, maybe a career or just in general. Watch your heart chakra. This is about self-love, self-worth, accepting love into your heart again. Like, don't close off your heart chakra. Do some work if you need to. Can mean guided meditations, crystals, green, you know, all those things. Then we've got firm foundation. As I said, you desire, it's the same as what you had on the bottom over here. You want that long-term security. You need to save money. You might be feeling very stubborn and resisting the change, but you want the firm foundation. That's what you're working towards. And if you want love, love is going to come in. But this can also be about emotional fulfillment. It can be marriage. Maybe you have a baby for some people, but it's also about, you know, good health, compassion, all those sort of things. And the truth may come out about a situation. It's about cause and effect, karma, you know. You might go through court for some of you as well. There might be court involved. You're not trusting your intuition though, and as I said, you're not wanting to break your cycle, the two that you've already had. You need to break your cycle, and you need to, you're resisting that though, and you're not trusting your intuition. You're feeling like you are trapped, you feel like you're stuck, you have negative thoughts, but you need to be open to new perspectives. You need to stop any self-limiting beliefs and stop, you are your worst inner critic, but you're all in your head. This is you causing this, it's not because it's actually reality. It's because you're making it that way. You are thinking back about the past. And as I said, you might have decisions to make, but it's all about divine timing. It may also affect your everyday stuff, whether it's food, shelter, safety, security, money, all those things that you use every day, have every day, that you rely on. This situation could affect those, but you are resisting the change. You need to do some work on you and get rid of whatever in your life does not serve you. Right, let's do some oracle to go with them. Oops, do it from this way. So the first one you have is Moonlight Goddess, and it says repressed emotions, healing and reflection. Now, I just said before about releasing any negative thoughts, be open to new perspectives. You need to make sure you don't keep those repressed emotions, like maybe go and scream in the shower or have a cry or whatever you need to do to heal yourself. Then that's what you've got to do. So yeah, we all repress emotions, but you need to heal those. So maybe you need to pour out your heart, have a cry, whatever it is, yell at the top of your lungs, whatever is going to make you feel good and let you, because if you don't, you're going to blow like a volcano. That's just what happens. So, and also it affects your health. It affects, your emotions. Maybe you turn more angry, like all these things. Yeah. It affects you in so many ways. So don't repress emotions. It is safe to acknowledge your feelings, and it is a right to cry, so just know that's what you need to do. So you might reflect on the past, give thanks, let go of the old hurts and disappointments. And then, yeah, you'll be ready for this new journey. I forgot to mention, oh no, I did mention. You've also got abundance. That can be an abundance in so many things, whether it's abundance in money, whether it's an abundance in love, whatever this abundance is to you, it's coming into your life. So your plans will yield prosperity, which will give you a sense of security about the future. The angels will be with you, so they'll help you take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. So listen to any, intuitive thoughts or signs and synchronicities, all those kind of things. But yeah, as I said, it could mean that maybe you want to manifest whatever it is you want to manifest, whether it's more friends, whether it's better health, romantic love, whatever this is. Yeah, it's like you put it out there and the universe will help you make it happen. So you are going to get an abundance of whatever this is for you. You've got Violet, create a balanced life. So there's the card for that. It's very pretty actually. So Violet is to help you regenerate your nervous system. So it assists with healing insomnia, mental disorders, physical illness, injury, anything to do with the eyes and the brain as well. It's really good for that. If you've got epilepsy, violet is the color you can try and meditate with, picture, wear, whatever. It also helps with balancing energy, reprogramming cells. It activates your intuition, does a lot. It opens creativity, increases psychic senses. It can help you release karma and regain, oh my goodness, freedom from issues that have affected you in the past. So create balance and receive blessings into your life from this violet color. So it's an important part of life, balance, and every blessing, every challenge contains a blessing, and every blessing contains a challenge. So we just need to embrace the whole of life. Focus on any area that sort of you need to, or you feel is out of balance. What can you learn from it? What would that be if you had to think of something? What lesson could you learn? And maybe you could do a meditation to help with violet. So maybe picture a violet box floating towards you, and when it comes closer, you unwrap it and you receive it into your heart. Let the violet color kind of penetrate your whole body and relax it, letting go of any fear, stress, or worry, so it brings balance back into your body. So yeah, you could make up some mantras or some sort of affirmations, or do a meditation on that, or you just picture that. Now you've also got cornucopia, which is, yeah, cornucopia. So cornucopia is all about your wishes being fulfilled. So, and it's in reverse at the moment. So it's normally when you're feeling frustrated because things are not happening. You're feeling discouraged. You're feeling like you're disappointed with any delays that are happening. But it says this card is all about don't be too disheartened. If there are obstacles, it may take some patience. It may take you being persistent and taking action for things to happen, but it will require a radical shift in how you're approaching your goals. But it may also indicate a cycle of restriction, period of lack or loss, but don't let that kind of put you off. Use this time to go deeper, because there may be a lesson. It's all about learning lessons, I think, for you, and there might be an entirely new direction to take. So be flexible, be aware. And, there's always, whatever your happiness is, you are going to get there. There may just be various roads to get to it, but it is going to happen for you. So just be aware. You've got Angel of Balance. So the Angel of Balance is all about being centered, self-honoring in your choices, having balance in your body, in your life. So because it's in reverse, it's a warning that something is definitely out of balance in your life. So it could be self-acceptance, self-care, anything like that. So remember, you want to work on having balance and putting yourself first. Don't put yourself, last all the time. And because if you put yourself last, the universe will do the same thing. Like attracts like, and what you put out, you get back. So make sure you're not putting yourself last. It could mean you have lost energy. It could be telling you need to sleep more, drink more water, relax more, all those things. You might be out of balance with time and energy, so be aware of that. As I said, don't put yourself last. Maybe you've been working too much or obsessed with money or relationships or whatever this is, but it's all about having the courage and wisdom you need to break these toxic patterns. And meditate can help. If you meditate on this and having balance in your life, maybe do some meditation for that. I mean, balance can also be between your head and your heart. Like, you got to make sure you have balance, and maybe you don't have. And a lot of the times we don't trust ourselves, and we get in situations that if we had have trusted ourselves, we wouldn't have ended up in the situation we're in. So be aware of that. You've also got blossoming abundance. I mean, blossoming abundance is great and it's upright. So you are going to get blossoming abundance, which is great. This is about increasing wealth and value. So, there might be money coming in a very dramatic and unexpected way. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, though, so the universe is blessing you and helping you with this abundance. And I feel like you've got it twice as well. You've got like abundance here and you've got abundance here. There's definitely abundance coming for you, which is great. Nothing wrong with that. Getting what you want in life. Okay, lucky last of these cards, we've got Victory in reverse. So victory is normally about success and achievement, and it's in reverse. So it's a delay maybe, or a reversal in a hoped for outcome. So yeah, don't get despaired, or what's the word? Don't get disappointed or upset because things are not happening in the way you want them to or as quick as you are. But yeah, there might be just a delay for something happening. Maybe you need to release something in your life, reevaluate your life. Yeah, I feel like at the moment you aren't being victorious, but I feel like there might be something that's blocking this, but you will be, because you've got 2 abundance cards. So you will have victory and success. Maybe you just need to get rid of the repressed emotions and deal with this stuff first. No, you are not alone. You are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends and guides. You will never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So it's letting you know that the universe is not leaving. You are not going to be alone. If you need, reach out. You know, the people that have passed over, your family, your friends, whoever, they're with you. Everybody's with you. You're not alone. So just know that. You know, as I said, reach out if you need. Study. Maybe says Spirit has its own way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So whether you focus, I mean, we talked about Pentacles before, but maybe there's something you're going to make money from, or, you know, maybe, I mean, it could be maybe you go do a new workshop, or, I mean, whole life is about growing and learning though, isn't it? So, you know, it's all about that. It's all about learning from lessons that we've had, as well as it could mean career-wise, and it could mean maybe go do a workshop or something, but or a course or something. But it is in general just knowing that, you know, the timing is right for you to go and expand your mind and learn, and yeah, you've got boundless opportunities. Maybe it's letting you know that. The You Are Not Alone card, I mean, that's all about your guides and stuff as well. And you might also be missing somebody at the moment, maybe that you've lost, or you may feel like you've been abandoned for some people. It's all about working through grief and sadness. So yeah, it could also be that, I just feel. But yeah, you're definitely just not alone. Definitely some people are, you know, you've got people with you, whether you feel it or not. Okay, so then you've got the healer of action. So the healer of action, it actually says on here, I'm just going to read it upright. This is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. You're being asked to do many things at once. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate, and fun, which could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. So maybe you feel like you can't. Maybe you feel like you are not this person, but maybe it's telling you that you are. You know, healer of action. I guess you can do anything that you put your heart and mind to, really. And maybe you feel like you can't, or you don't, or you know, that sort of thing. You really need to take care of yourself though. You might be somebody who does take care of a lot of people. Be a very devoted parent even. But it's all about having balance in your career and home life, and balance in general. Yeah, it's somebody who stands behind his or her beliefs, and, you know, they walk their talk. Like, they're not all talk and no action, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that you can trust, and they're loving, intelligent, and a fun person. They have, you know, inner beauty, and they handle situations with grace. So, you know, maybe this is you, maybe this is just saying you need to be more like this. Then we have, let's say, Archangel Michael. So this is the card. It's in reverse. It says here, I'm grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. So, I mean, it's telling you need strength and courage. And if you don't, then maybe ask, you know, Archangel Michael's the angel for this. They can cut away your attachment to fear or any negative emotions that might preventing you from moving forward. If you need protection, you know, he's the person to ask. If you're being burdened with situations or relationships that don't serve your higher self, ask him to cut the cords attaching you to them so you can move on in your life. But I mean, there's also, you could do meditations for that as well, cutting cords and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it's also, Archangel Raphael is probably the one to cut and release the cords with love and gratitude. Michael is your rock in the angelic world. but he can make you feel strength, courage, and awareness of your path ahead. And maybe you're not feeling that way at the moment. Maybe you need some strength and courage. And it's just saying, you know, ask if you need some help. But maybe that's something you need to work on. Then you've got third eye chakra, which you've already had 3 times now. So this is definitely you trusting your intuition. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply this wisdom in my life. I mean, this is all about you trusting your intuition. The color is indigo and it's situated between your eyebrows. That's the third eye chakra. You have the ability to awaken intuitive and psychic powers within us. Guidance from higher realms often comes to you as a gut feeling, which is intuition. So that helps you make the best choices in your life. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. So be aware of that. It's their way of, the universe's way of telling you, you know, trust your intuition and something's not going good here. So just, yeah, be aware of that. But you've had that 3 times now. So whether intuition is definitely, trusting your intuition is important for you, yeah, it's worth knowing. And then you've got release. So release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. This is the 2nd time this message has come up. Release whatever doesn't serve you anymore, you know, because they're blockages. They become blockages that hold you back from reaching your full potential. Whether they're people, whether they're emotions, experiences, learn from them and then release them. You know, if you need to write a letter, do so, burn it to the earth, whatever this is. Because this unwanted clutter from this baggage from the past or whatever this is you're not wanting to release, it holds stagnant energy, which ties you to the past, preventing you from fully experiencing the present and moving forward. So once you've released that clutter, then you'll get new opportunities and abundance on all levels. So, you know, this card is kind of asking you to release that addiction to material goods. It's getting rid of whatever doesn't serve you, whether it's emotions, whether it's your past, whether it's whatever, release it. Maybe spend some time in nature. Maybe at the moment you're not spending time in nature. Maybe you need to. You know, nature can help with so many things, healing, make us feel better. You ground yourself, you know, all those things as well that can help. You've got to love yourself first. So, you know, maybe that's an important message. Love yourself first. As I said, you put yourself 2nd or 3rd or 10th. You're letting the universe say, well, that's how I want to be treated. So, yeah, and plus also self-confidence can make you very attractive for the opposite sex. So that's always good as well. Heart-to-heart conversations. I feel like that's not happening. I feel like there's no communication either with somebody or there was no heart-to-heart conversations. You're not open to it even. Maybe someone's not being honest and speaking their truth in the situation. You might need to do some chakra balancing because a lot of them will come up. The heart chakra, the throat chakra, 3rd eye chakra. So you need to do some chakra balancing. Crystals are good for that. Guided meditations are good for that. Yoga, breath work, all those things. You can do all of those things to help with that. Maybe you need to get out in the community, meet people. I mean, you've got to be out there, don't you? You can't be sitting on your couch making, it's how you meet people. You make things happen by meeting people. So, you know, make sure you get out in the community, get out of your comfort zone, maybe go help people if they need, like here the little girls picking up rubbish, you know, and I think the others are all doing the same. Yeah, they all are. They're all picking up rubbish. So maybe you can go do something that will help someone else. Get out in your community. Right, then we've got, what does it say? See yourself in nature. Oh, look, another nature card. See yourself in nature. So maybe you need to, maybe nature's got something to do with it. Maybe it will help you reconnect to yourself. Peel away all judgment, dogma born of man. See your truest nature mirrored in the beautiful world around you. You see that your emotions are like the weather and that your senses reach into the sky and earth like the branches and roots of the tree. See yourself in nature and nurture within yourself. I mean, it's all about nature. And I mean, that's great. You've got 2 nature cards and they're both in reverse. Maybe you need to spend more time in nature. You've also got embrace spirit. So, I mean, it says that card talks about being a spiritual being, living a physical life. We've all heard that expression before. And you need to reaffirm your connection with the divine. Spirit dwells within everything. So in everything you see, you know, in everything you do not see and which is unknown. So I guess this is embrace your spiritual being, embrace your spirit. Know that you can, I guess, embrace the journey, whatever's happening in your life, you know. Know that you can get what it is you want. Embrace that spirit. Now, the other cards you've got are the Real Deal, and you've got must list. So maybe you need to write a must list of everything you want that this person that you want to be with must have. Be also unapologetically self-loving and release it to the universe once you've wrote down a must list of what it is you're willing to accept. Then it says the real deal. They see your light, a total keeper. Genuine, compatible, authentic, healthy, a good choice. You're going to meet somebody who is going to be the real deal. Also, as I said, like attracts like. So make sure that you are a total keeper so that you'll attract, and a good choice, and then you'll attract. If you're authentic and you're you and you've worked on your self-love and self-worth, you'll attract what you're putting out. 3 law of attraction cards. So we've talked about your throat chakra. You've got respond versus react. Make sure that you express from a loving place. Old triggers or traumas yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. Maybe watch how you react and respond to people. You know, if someone says something, don't go, grr. You know, make sure you think about how you're going to react before you react. Loving all of you. You know, this is all about, as I said, like attracts like, and what you put out, the world mirrors us. So make sure you know what you're worth, know what you deserve, and, you know, don't tolerate anything less than that. Love you. Work on loving you. You've also got past programming. Choose your beliefs, recognize false stories, external conditioning, make decisions that support your goal. So past programming, make sure you work on that. Find out what you believe, you know. Anyway, that is pile 4. I hope it resonates. If it does, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will catch you all with the next reading. Thanks for watching. Bye.